You've likely heard the outrage by now. Austin City Council and women leaders at City Hall, they are upset over a staff training in March. It was organized by an assistant city manager. And the trouble is the content. Look at this.
If you use or attempt to use the same communication techniques or management techniques that you used or attempted to use in a predominantly male-dominated environment, you will be making a serious error in your professional development because they don't process things at the same way.
Okay. If that's leaving you shaking your head like, I can't believe what's going on here, you're not the only one. Girl Scouts of Central Texas had an immediate and strong response once those talks came to light. So Lulis Garcia-Babb is here, the communications director, to sum up what the response was. And I thought this was very well put together, the response. Explain to our viewers what you said.
Thank you. Basically what we said was that we are kind of shocked that we're even having this conversation. And you know, while we feel that this man probably didn't understand the repercussions of what he was teaching, the fact that he is teaching the idea that women have to be treated differently than men shows the fact that the conversation of female leadership is a long way from being where we need it to be in this country.
So if anything good came from this, it's a conversation to say, look, this still is happening. There is still inequality out there. But let's stop it. Let's do something.
Yes, I mean, the thing is, you know, the fact that that they even felt that there needed to be a training.
I see.
Around women's leadership.
Right.
Would there be a training for men's leadership? Of course not. So, but we have so far to go. If you look at the statistics, we are less than, you know, we're hovering at about 20% in Congress and Senate in female leadership. Right. We're hovering at around 30% across the country in executive positions. There are only 6 female governors. They're out of the 50 states.
Right.
So there's a dearth of female leadership in this country. Then you have this poor man who I'm sure is a very nice man who did not intend to create this firestorm.
Right.
But the fact that he was even asked to give that training says to me that the fact that our city council is predominantly female is a strange occurrence in this country. It's like different. It has to be noted and treated in a different manner.
Treated delicately instead of strange.
Yes,
How about using the word strong, right?
Yes.
Because you have strong leaders who obviously have made an impact already in the city of Austin. All right, so the city manager, Mark Ott, is saying, look, I should have stopped it. It should have been vetted. I know this was wrong. Is that a good enough answer for you?
I don't think so. And I'll tell you why. I mean, I think it's a good enough answer in the sense that he apologized and he took ownership, and that's what he should have done. But I think we need to go one step further, and that is, why are we having this conversation? That is what needs to happen now. That is why we're still in business 103 years later.
Right.
Because our job is to create female leaders. And if our girls are sitting around hearing this message that somehow they're different and that different means inferior, because that's what they're hearing.
Right.
And so then we have to step in and say, no, wait a minute. That's not the case. And this is what female leadership should look like, and this is what we need to achieve. This is what we need to these are the kind of things that we need to train our girls to do. And so I think that now the city, what I would like to see is the city of Austin step forward and say, okay, let's talk about female leadership.
Let's do something here.
Yes,
just like we're talking about it.
Exactly. Let's bring something good out of this.
Well, I love talking to you, and I hope that you come back and we talk a little bit more about this.
I would like that, Sally,
maybe put
very
it in
much.
the spotlight.
I would like that very much.
Good to see
Thank you
you
for having us.